Good afternoon. Welcome back to Oneida Live here on the Oneida Reservation in Wisconsin. I'm Bobbi Webster. I'm the PR director for the Oneida Nation. And today is Thursday, October 9th. And we're here today to talk about some of the good things that are happening with Councilman Jonas Hill. He's been very busy. Everybody's been very busy for the past several weeks. But he took some time out today. Appreciate that, Jonas, to give us an update on what's going on in his office. So with that, Jonas, let us know what's happening.
Thank you, Bobbi. And Saguli, everyone. I'm just going to give some legislative updates, what's going on in my office, what I've been up to, and then got a brief mental health awareness speech, I guess. Legislative update, opportunities for community participation. The Legislative Operating Committee has a variety of different events coming up that provide an opportunity for the community to participate in the legislative process and share their ideas, input, and questions. When the LOC feels that the community may have a particular interest in proposed legislation, these events are held in addition to the formal public meetings required by the Legislative Procedures Act. On Wednesday, October 15th, so next week, Wednesday, at 12:15 p.m. in the Norbert Hill Business Committee Conference Room, people may attend the public meeting to provide comments on the proposed legislation for the nation. We highly encourage using Teams for attendance due to construction in the Norbert Hill Center parking lot. But if you would like to come in person, please reach out to my office and we can assist you on where to park and how to get into to gain access to the building. The public meetings on proposed legislation are an important part of the legislative process as provided for in the Legislative Procedures Act, often referred to as the LPA. Topics to be discussed during this community meeting include the following proposed legislation: public use of tribal land amendments, independent contractor law amendments, workplace violence law amendments. Information on the proposed amendments to each of these laws can be found on the public meetings page on the Oneida Register on the Oneida Nation's website. If you are unable to attend the public meeting in person, you can submit written comments on the proposed legislation until October 22nd, 2025. And written comments can be submitted in person or emailed to loc@oneidanation.org. Again, that's loc@oneidanation.org. The LOC encourages everyone to take advantage of all the upcoming opportunities for participation in the legislative process. For more information regarding the current public meetings, open public comment periods, or community meetings, or to receive an invite for Microsoft Teams, please email the LOC at loc@oneidanation.org. Just a little update from my office, what I've been up to. I attended a Hillcrest Middle School grand opening. The Oneida Nation and the Buffalo Creek Singers were invited to share in the celebration with the Pulaski School District as they hosted the ribbon cutting and open house celebration on September 4th for the brand new Hillcrest Elementary School. They opened up a whole portion and got a nice tour of the Hillcrest elementary school. Got to meet the superintendent and the school board chairperson. Brought my son as well to the event. We had a great time. Also attended a CIATS volunteer luncheon. As you may know, or if you may not know, I am a liaison to the CIATS board down in Milwaukee, and they recently had a recognition luncheon for all the volunteers at CIATS, and a little special recognition for some of the former board members as well. I also recently attended a pop-up city hall with the mayor. Mayor Eric Greenrich and the City of Green Bay hosted its first pop-up city hall at the Frisch Park on September 11th. I was able to attend on behalf of the nation. Each of these events will feature city staff providing information about municipal services, permits, programs, and community resources. Residents can speak directly with the mayor and department representatives, ask questions about city services, and share feedback about neighborhood priorities. It was great to witness that, how the city operates, and the mayor, what he does is he comes, picks these neighborhood parks, and older people show up, and heads of the departments, all of the mayor's direct reports come, and community members come there, and they just ask questions on city ordinances, kind of similar to us with the legislative process. So it's great to see it on the city side of that politics. Recently attended the Native American Fish and Wildlife Society on September 21st through the 26th. The Oneida Nation hosted the Great Lakes Regional Conference at the Oneida Hotel, and the theme was Sovereignty to Sustainability. Also attended the Oneida Recovery Nest, the third annual anniversary event on September 22nd. We celebrated the Recovery Nest anniversary event to recognize those in recovery or just starting the journey to recovery. The Recovery Nest provides recovery coaching services as well as several support groups. We currently have 112 recoveries utilizing our recovery coach services. There are about 30 recoveries who come out on sobriety game nights, as well as have many individuals who utilize the weekly support groups. It is important to the Oneida community to have a place for our members to gather in a safe place, knowing recovery from substance use is possible. It is important to mention that if you or a loved one needs services that we offer, Recovery Nest, offer same-day substance abuse care. And if they are in need of harm reduction supplies like Narcan, fentanyl, xylazine testing strips available, you can just walk into the Recovery Nest or Behavioral Health and receive those. This Saturday, October 11th, will be the rescheduled event for the 32nd annual Harvest and Husk and Bee at Yawʌko Farm. The Yawʌko Farm is located at 139 Riverdale Drive. The event will take place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I will be there to do the welcome to the community, so please stop out and enjoy the vendors from our local farmers market and take part in the activities at the Yawʌko Farm. Be braiding corn, picking corn. I think they do a hayride, and don't quote me on that, but they have in the past. And then this upcoming Monday is Indigenous Peoples Day. On Monday, October 13th, the Oneida Nation will be celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day at the Norbert Hill Center, which the address is N7210 Seminary Road, 54115, Oneida, Wisconsin. The morning will begin with a sacred tobacco Thanksgiving ceremony at 8 a.m. While everyone is welcome, no photographs or auto recording is allowed during this part of the ceremony. Following open remarks, we will be reading the Oneida Nation resolution recognizing Indigenous Peoples Day. The Oneida Nation High School will sing an Oneida song to recognize the importance of our language, culture, and traditions. And then that wraps up my update. I just want to transition into, as you may not know, I am a strong advocate for mental health awareness, and just here to, I'm just going to, I wrote up a little something just for everyone, and so, you know, the holidays can be joyful, but they can be challenging. You might say, why am I advocating for mental health awareness? Because it's important. It breaks the stigma, it encourages people to seek help, and it builds a stronger, more supportive community. When we talk openly about mental health, we create space for healing and connection. Why does mental health matter during the holidays? There's a lot of stress and pressure from financial strain, family expectations, and loneliness. We often think of missed loved ones during our celebrations. There's this thing called seasonal affective disorder, or the acronym is SAD, and it's due to shorter days, and this affects our mood. And not everyone has a support system. Our teachings remind us that healing is not just physical, it's emotional and spiritual. When we care for our minds, we honor our ancestors and prepare a better path for our children. We use storytelling to share how traditional practices like talking circles, ceremonies, and seasonal gatherings to support mental wellness. Excuse me, there's a bug here. What the? I remember an elder once said, "When you feel heavy, speak it into the circle. Let the people help carry it." That's what we're doing today, lifting each other up. Check in with somebody. Ask them how they're doing. Don't forget it's okay, to set boundaries. It's okay to say no. Utilize resources like hotlines if you're down during this time. Utilize your resources, hotlines, counseling centers, support groups. For example, if anyone's needing assistance with mental health, you can call Behavior Health at 920-490-3790, or just stop in and a triage counselor will assist you. If you're looking for more information on services available from the nation, please check out the Oneida Nation Behavioral Health website. I'd like to encourage viewers to use our traditional practices like smudging, prayer, song and dance, nature walks, crafting, and I strongly encourage a brief nature walk. And here's a quick quote from Harvard Medical School. "There is no pharmaceutical or precision medicine tool that could ever have the broad benefits of a forest." I'd like to encourage the viewers also to call a relative you haven't spoken to in a while during these next few months. Visit with an elder, hear their stories, and listen to our youth. Our youth is the next generation. I'd like to also promote being kind to one another during this time. You never know what the other person's struggling with. Again, if you're struggling, reach out to a friend or a neighbor, have a conversation. I think we're all, everybody has a different struggle, and we don't show it, but just remember to be kind during this time. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a little quote. "May you walk in balance this season. May your heart be light, your spirit strong, and your mind at peace. You're not alone. We're in this together." With that, have a great holiday season and stay warm as the cold weather comes upon us.
Thank you, Councilman. Very wise, very appropriate words and reminders for this time of year. As you mentioned, the holidays can be a stressful time, and it's a good prompt. Maybe we'll have to see if we can get somebody from Oneida Behavioral Health back here. We did have Mary Kreischer here a few weeks ago, and I think maybe around the holidays a little closer, it's appropriate time for them to come in with a reminder and with those messages again. So we do have a few announcements. Just want to remind everybody the Elder Food Box distribution is tomorrow, and that's behind the post office on Water Circle Place. They will have a box with trout, ground beef, potatoes, mushrooms, cranberries, cabbage, squash, tomatoes, green beans, applesauce, tea, and some real good things that are very helpful, get you through the end of the month, through the middle of the month with some groceries. And they're all fresh, and they're all either indigenously or organically grown and prepared. Also, before you head over to the Husking Bee, the Oneida Elementary School or the Turtle School will be having a flu vaccination drive-through clinic. They will only allow 4 people in one vehicle at a time, but certainly if you've got 3 or 4 people, take an opportunity at 9 o'clock. They'll open for a drive-through vaccination clinic. They encourage you to enter and exit on Old Seymour Road. There's a lot of construction going on, and we're not quite sure at what phase the construction on Seminary Road will be at, so they encourage you to go on Old Seymour Road. Also, another drive-through event coming up this year is their Boo Bash. The annual Boo Bash was so successful with the drive-through that on Halloween, on October 31st, from 6 to 8 p.m., they will be doing another drive-through Boo Bash, and that will be in Site 1 by the Civic Center. Follow the signs. We do want to remind you that on Tuesday, Ms. Colich Harbinger announced that the COVID vaccines would be coming up soon, and she said she'll let us know when they are ready. And the COVID vaccinations are now available by appointment at the Oneida Community Health Center. And you can call for an appointment at 920-869-2711. So those COVID vaccinations are in, but they are by appointment as well. Also tonight, there's a community meeting here at the Norbert Hill Center in the cafeteria. Go to the back of Norbert Hill Center and the lower lot parking. The cafeteria entrance is right there, and they will have a light meal available. So it begins at 5:30 to 7 p.m. tonight, and they want to talk about reservation crime reporting. So they come up with some new things every month to talk about community awareness and what the community thinks, both providing as well as accepting information on those areas. So it's a reservation crime reporting. I don't believe I have any other news. Is there anything you'd like to talk? Did you get it all in? Anything we forgot?
Deer are on the move. Watch out for deer.
Oh my God,
in
I
a
seen
ton
one
season.
up on 54 yesterday. They were scraping it off. So yeah, be careful driving, especially at dusk and early in the morning at dawn. That's when they're running the most. So next week on Tuesday, we have an update from our gaming operations. Louise Cornelius and Chad Foose are going to be here, and they're going to talk a little bit about some of the things and some of the changes that are happening at our Oneida casinos. And Thursday, we have a team of professionals who are going to be talking about hunting, our new hunting map app that's available in some of the places on the reservation that's open to hunting for tribal members and licensing and all those great things. So until then, we'll see you next week. Nugiwa.
Nugiwa.